Welcome to my channel. My name is Dennis. In this video I'm not comparing which is faster around the track, but which one is cheaper to own over 5 years. Now later in the video I will be working out how much these cars cost me if I was to include opportunity cost and if I was to buy them using finance. Now stick around till the end of the video to see where these two cars come in my value leaderboard. Now if I start getting into a bit too much nitty gritty detail for your liking, you can jump ahead at any stage using the progress bar below. A brief history lesson on these two cars. Now the Civic Type R and the Megane R.S have been battling it out on the Nürburgring for the last 6 years to be the fastest front wheel drive car on the track. Now currently the Megane R.S Trophy R is the king of the jungle. It has been for the last 3 years. This is a very track focused machine. It doesn't even have seats in the back and is currently selling for around the $75,000 down here in Australia. If I was to put this up against the Civic Type R, it's not really apples for apples. That is why I'm putting the Type R up against the regular RS Trophy in this video. Now, a quick question for you guys. Do you think the new Civic Type R will manage to beat the RS Trophy R? Let me know in the comment section below. I will read all of your responses and get back to you despite me being severely dyslexic. Now it's time to jump onto the computer and start going over the figures. If you're new to my channel, I'll quickly go over my spreadsheet. Step 1, we've got car depreciation, running costs and finance. Step 2, we've got fixed costs. And step 3, we've got dimensions, weight and performance. Starting off with step 1, we see that the Civic Type R is burning half a litre more per 100 kilometers, but bear in mind the Type R will accept 95 octane fuel, where the RS Trophy needs 98 octane fuel. Jumping back up here with car purchase price, the Civic Type R is $10,185 cheaper than the Trophy. I'm feeling when the new Civic Type R comes out, this price will be much closer. Now the car sale price. This is probably one of the hardest things to forecast when it comes to filling out this spreadsheet. So what I do is I jump onto car sales to see what a 5-year-old Honda Civic Type R is selling for with similar specs and kilometers. Currently a 5-year-old Type R is still selling for $52,000, which is mind-blowing to me. They've only depreciated by 7%. The RS Trophy hasn't been around for 5 years, but the RS 280 manual has been around for 4 years, and currently they're selling for around the $42,000 mark. So in another year will they be selling for 40,000? This means that the Renault has depreciated by 39%. Now European cars do tend to depreciate quite a lot here in Australia. Look, if you think I'm being too harsh on the Renault here, let me know in the comment section below, but this is what car sales is telling me. Now I'm saying that we own the vehicle for 5 years and we're doing 10,000 kilometers a year. Now the forecasted maintenance cost over the life of the vehicle, I'm leaving this blank because they're both covered under a 5-year manufacturer warranty. Servicing costs, try and get an average cost per service over 10 services. That works out at being $463.40 for the Type R. And that's every 10,000 kilometers or 12 months, whichever occurs first, where the RS Trophy is $640.60, but that is every 20,000 kilometers or 12 months, which is, it's up there with electric cars, the intervals, like 20,000 kilometers. I've never seen that before with any of the cars that I've done in the past. So that's mind blowing. That's why I've only got 5 services here. So that's 100,000 kilometers, and the Civic Type R is 100,000 kilometers as well. I wouldn't think there's too many people doing 20,000 kilometers a year. The average distance that we travel here in Australia is 13,000 kilometers. Maybe it'll be a good Uber car. So okay, moving on to the tires and braking components. Now I'm replacing the tires like for like, and these tires do not come cheap. The Type R tires are $958 for a set of 2, and the RS Trophy is $698 for a set of 2. If you're enjoying this video, please give me a like. This will help my video be recommended to more people on YouTube. Thank you very much. Now moving on to the braking components, the Civic Type R is cheaper to replace the pads and discs. I'll show you on my other spreadsheet how I came up with these figures. So Honda are charging $165 per hour for labour, where the Renault are charging $197.50 per hour. This is the price of the components. I'm allowing 1 hour to replace the pads, 2 hours to replace the rotors, and here are the prices combined. By all means pause the video if you want a closer look at this. Moving on to finance, for now we'll leave this section blank. Step 2, we've got registration. They're both 4 cylinders. Insurance is slightly cheaper on this Type R over the RS. Cost per month, leaving that blank, and one-off payments, leaving that blank. This brings us on to step 3, dimensions, weight and performance. Now this has no implication on the cost of the vehicle, but I'll go through a few of the interesting facts. The powers in kilowatts, so the Type R is 7 kilowatts more power, and they have the exact same amount of torque and the exact same 0 to 100. The Civic Type R is longer, wider, 14 mil lower, and it is 8 kilos lighter. Now the moment that we've all been waiting for, the total cost of ownership over 5 years doing 10,000 kilometers a year is, drumroll, $29,925 for this Type R, and the RS Trophy will set you back $51,832.97. So that's a saving of $21,907.21 if you end up buying the Civic Type R, which is absolutely massive. I wasn't expecting this at all. That works out to being $84.26 a week. Down here we've got a summary of all the costs. Now let's see how much these cars would cost me if I was to drive 5,000 kilometers. Now you'd save $87.20 a week if you buy the Type R. And now let's say we do 20,000 kilometers a year. Now I'd save $69.46 a week if I buy the Type R. Before I move on to opportunity costs, I'd like to let you know that this is my first video that I've done on a series of videos working out the cheapest hot hatch to own over 5 years. Let me know in the comment section below which car you'd like to see included in the series. If this is something that you would be interested in, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification next to it, and that way you won't miss out on my upcoming videos. Now let's move on to including opportunity cost. I'm allowing 5% of opportunity cost. So briefly to explain opportunity cost, if you end up buying the car, you lose out on the opportunity of earning this money here. Now let's move on to finance. So we're saying that we're getting 100% finance, so $0 down payment over 5 years, and that works out at being $276.49. $326.89 a week. This is the amount of interest that we'd be paying over the course of the loan on the cars. Now each video takes me around 12 hours to complete. If you'd like to keep me caffeinated so that I can create more videos like this one, you can buy me a coffee by clicking on the below link. And if you do buy me a coffee, I'll thank you in my next video. So this is a list of hot hatches that I've currently done so far, and we see that the Civic Type R, not only is it one of the fastest cars around the track, it's also currently the cheapest one to own. And we see that the Renault Megane R.S trophy is down in 7th position, right behind the Golf GTI. Like I mentioned earlier, I'll be adding to this hot hatch list over the coming weeks, so subscribe so you don't miss it. Now let's see where these cars come in my value leaderboard. Now bear in mind I'm leaving out opportunity cost and finance, and I'm saying that we're driving the car 13,000 kilometers a year, which is the average distance that we travel here in Australia. So we see the Civic Type R is currently in 8th position, right behind the Ford Fiesta ST, and the Renault Megane R.S trophy is in 19th position, right behind the Golf GTI. If you want a closer look at any car in particular, by all means check out their video. Thanks for watching, hope to see you all again soon, bye for now.